For 200 years, no one dared remove her eyes blindfold. He did, and froze at the impossible sight. The village of Aderin lay silent beneath the old mountain, where mists coiled through ruins no one dared to touch. At its heart stood the temple of the Veiled One, a broken monument to something older than memory. Inside, there was said to be a statue, or perhaps a corpse, of a woman seated upon a throne of obsidian, her face forever hidden beneath a white blindfold that had never aged, never torn, never fallen away. The villagers told their children, "Don't look at her eyes, or she'll show you what mortals were never meant to see." For 2 centuries, no one had tested the warning. Until now, Elias had been born with questions that could not rest. He was a historian from the far cities, chasing the fragments of myths everyone else dismissed. When he first heard the stories of the Veiled One, he thought them another legend built from fear. But when he found the ancient carvings, maps etched in forgotten tongues, and a royal decree forbidding approach to the Chamber of Eyes, he knew he had to see it himself. His guides refused to follow him past the old stone gates. They crossed themselves, muttering about cursed blood and vanished kings. He laughed and said he'd be back before dawn. He wasn't laughing when he reached the temple. The air was wrong, thick and unmoving, yet humming faintly, as if the world were holding its breath. Moonlight spilled through the broken roof, painting the chamber in silver dust. And there she was, the Veiled One. She was neither stone nor flesh. Her skin had the sheen of marble, yet her hair, silver white, stirred slightly in the still air. Her blindfold gleamed as if freshly woven. Time itself seemed to bend around her, refusing to leave a mark. Elias approached slowly. Every instinct screamed at him to turn back, but curiosity was a stronger god. He knelt before her, studying the folds of her garment, the delicate carving or muscle beneath her hands. 200 years, he whispered, and still beautiful. He reached for his notebook, sketching feverishly, trying to record every detail. That's when he noticed it, the faint shimmer beneath the blindfold, like light trapped behind cloth. "Impossible," he murmured. He lifted his lantern closer, and the light bent toward her, drawn to her face like iron to a magnet. For a moment, he thought he heard something, a heartbeat, slow and distant. He froze. Then it came again. Thump, thump, louder now, deeper, shaking the air. "Hello," he said softly. The statue did not move. He hesitated only a second before curiosity won again. His gloved hand reached forward and brushed the edge of the blindfold. The fabric was warm. He jerked his hand back, staring. The warmth lingered on his fingertips. "This isn't right," he whispered. But his heart was racing, the way it always did before discovery. For knowledge, he told himself, and pulled. The blindfold came loose in a single, weightless motion. The moment it fell away, the world exhaled. A sound like thunder rolled through the temple. Dust lifted in spirals. The moonlight shifted to a color he'd never seen before, something between silver and blood. And then her eyes opened. Elias stumbled backward. He had expected stone or emptiness. Instead, he saw eyes alive with motion, whirling galaxies, stars collapsing, entire worlds being born and devoured in the span of a heartbeat. They were vast, endless, alive. Looking into them was like standing on the edge of creation itself. His mind reeled. He tried to look away and couldn't. "You shouldn't have done that." The voice came from nowhere and everywhere at once. It wasn't human. It resonated in his bones, soft and terrible. He gasped, searching the shadows. "Who's there?" "You freed me," the voice said again, and he realized it came from her. Her lips had moved. "Freed," he whispered. "Were you?" "Once. I was a queen of sight," she said. "Now I am a wound between worlds." The words struck him like ice. Her body began to move, slowly, painfully, as cracks spread through her stone throne. I see through all things, and so they bound me. My gaze devoured heaven and hell alike. The gods feared me. She rose, her bare feet touching the floor. Where they touched, the stone turned to light. I was not meant to wake, she said. Your kind promised me that. I didn't know. Elias stammered. I'm only a scholar. You are the same as the others, she said softly, hungry for truth. But truth is not kind. Her eyes met his, and in that instant, he saw everything. He saw the first dawn, when the universe was young and God still bled light. He saw empires rise and fall, civilizations burn to ash, souls reborn and lost again in the same endless cycle. He saw his own birth, his death, and the millions of lives he would never live. He screamed, clutching his head, as his mind fractured beneath the weight of eternity. She reached out, catching him before he fell. Her touch was cold, but not cruel. I warned them, she whispered. To see all is to unmake oneself. Why? Why me? He gasped. Because you removed the veil, she said. You chose to know. Then take it back, he cried. Take it back, please? I cannot. You are marked now. My sight burns in you. He looked at his reflection in the shards of his lantern. His eyes glowed faintly, galaxies spinning within. No, he whispered. I can't. You will learn, she said gently. You will see as I do, and when you can bear it no longer, you will seek the mountain again, and another will come. She turned toward the broken doorway, where the night stretched like an ocean. The cycle always returns. Wait, he shouted. Where are you going? She paused. Back to the stars. Back to where no mortal gaze can follow. He staggered after her. You can't leave me like this. You were never meant to look, she said. But now that you have, you will see the truth in all things. The beauty, the rot, the end. She stepped into the moonlight, and her form began to dissolve. First her hair, then her hands, until she was only light and echo. I see you, he whispered. And I you, she replied, fading. Close your eyes, Elias, before the world breaks. He tried, but it was too late. He could still see, through the earth, through the sky, through himself. He saw every atom shivering, every life flickering like a candle against the wind of eternity. He stumbled out of the temple, collapsing on the grass. The world around him was unbearable, every color too bright, every sound infinite. He screamed until his voice broke, and then darkness. When he awoke, the sun was rising. The temple was gone, replaced by a field of flowers. The blindfold lay beside him, clean and white. He picked it up with trembling hands. For a moment, the memories flooded back, her face, her eyes, the impossible vastness. And then, slowly, they began to fade. He blinked, confused, staring at the cloth. Why was he here? He couldn't remember. Something about ruins? A statue? It slipped away like a dream. He sighed, pocketed the blindfold, and began the long walk back to the village. The morning air was cool, gentle. He smiled faintly, though he didn't know why. Behind him, unseen, 2 faint stars lingered low in the dawn sky, unblinking, watching.